Hello YouTubers, this is Big Chief, hiring out again, building up a little capital because I upgraded my garage, and you know how much that costs. It's going to drive me a newer little Kenworth here. Looks like we're about 3/4 full on fuel. And let's get out of here. Let's get this show on the road. I don't have track eye. Oh, what are you doing, Billy? It's been sweeping that same spot for God knows how long. I just got a rude awakening while I was posting my American trucker simulators. All of a sudden I found out I have a whole bunch of brothers out there doing the same thing. I thought this was, you know, so nerd city that nobody else was doing it, but they've been doing the American trucker for a long time. And all the time I thought I was some kind of pioneer making videos with American truckers. This shows you how small the world is, or how much bigger it is than we think it is. But what I also learned is all this time I've been waiting for, I gotta go right. All this time I've been waiting and panting for ATS to add Arizona. When I got into this other guy's game, I found out that they've got a coast-to-coast mod. Then I found, you know, all I was aware of was that wheel mod where you could change your wheels. And what the heck did I do? Didn't cut far enough out, and I ran my trailer into a fire hydrant. How in the hell? That has never happened to me before. I'll make everybody stop. What's this? Look at that trucker. Now that I've made myself look like an idiot. But what I found is they've got hundreds of mods to add different trucks, to add real logos, real life logos, to add all kinds of new traffic, because I'm starting to recognize about how many cars and trucks they got on here. All kinds of mods you can add, so I go, whoopee. I will go add that coast to coast. But nowhere, even on Steam Workshop, did it say, here's this mod, you want it, click this and download and it'll be added to your game. No, I was on there for about an hour and a half trying to figure out how to get these stupid mods off of there and onto my game. And every time I tried, they kept wanting me to download a PFD file converter. There was no place on there that said, click this and you can download this mod. And if it cost anything, this is how much it cost. You know, I went to Steam, went to the games and said, I'd like to search for mods. Oh, there are none except for this wheel mod. I'm going, do they know how much money they're losing by making that so difficult? I mean, I've been playing this simulator for months now. I had no idea they had all these mods. I'd have been trying to get them a long time ago because I love this game. So I'm going, wow, and you guys make it like going to the moon on a bicycle trying to get them into your computer so you can have these mods. But I started watching everybody else's videos, and they've been doing it for years, and they got steering wheels, and golly, they got everything. And they're actually making money, so they've been doing it for a while. Got 80,000 subscribers. I felt like I just dropped off a banana truck. Just unreal what I learned today. You know, I'm glad all that's so. You know, it's because I love this game. I'm still playing it with a joystick, you know, but I'm having fun at it. Having fun with the graphics. But I would like to download these mods, but now I'm watching all these other professional American Truck Simulator video gamer makers. And they're saying all these mods, every time they upgrade American Trucker, which I have the newest version, half their mods quit working because they're not compatible. And I'm going, yeah, I see the danger of that then. But I just wanted to, now they got Mexicana mods, so I guess they even got some Canadian mods. I guess dumb cop, you dummy. Need to go right there while I was talking and got what I was doing. But anyway, I saw Coast to Coast, and I actually watched a guy who was driving to Pittsburgh from California. That's my route. You know, I drive from Illinois to Stockton, California, and then usually to Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania to drop off vegetables and stuff like that, you know, produce. So I was right up my alley, but I couldn't figure out how to download that cotton picking mod. I'm going, what in the world? You guys want people to play this? You know, I don't know if you have to buy them or not. They don't tell you. I'm going, geez, are you really making it this hard? And you want this game to be popular? You know, I go on ride-ons. I'm a driver. Used to be a trucker. And I go on ride-alongs with other drivers, even if they're not truckers. You know, because I just enjoy, you know, going down the highway and watching, seeing them back in and hearing their commentary and stuff while they're driving. Just a fun game. I don't know why it's so fun, except for the realism. And I heard the sounds of these new Caterpillar engines and Cumming engines, and I go, oh man, I need that mod. Make my truck sound like a real hot dogging truck, you know? I thought that would be cool as beans. I mean, they've got all kinds of mods on there, hundreds of them. Traffic mods, new load mods. Upgrade the people and the traffic so you're not looking, you know, not seeing 5 different campers in one scene and they're all exactly the same. It gets kind of old after a while. And it kind of ruins your immersion. The realism of the game, so sure this lane is gonna run out up here somewhere and I'm gonna be caught in the other lane. But I'm gonna worry about it right now. I mean, jeez, you talk about falling off, you know, I felt like I just fell onto the earth when I found all those mods. I went, darn, like, where you been all my life, woman? Right, my nipple. Now it's like I found a new girlfriend, but I can't. She lives in California, and I live in Vermont, and I can't get to her because I don't know how to get on a Greyhound bus and download the mod. You know, let me try to stay on the road here. Don't forget, I'm using a joystick, a cheap thruster. Well, it wasn't real cheap, but I bought it for an A10 Warthog game. And it's more fun than using the keyboard. surprised somebody didn't wreck into the back of me there. I almost missed that turn. Well, and some of the mods you can get for your trucks, the lights and stuff you can add. Oh, man. Amazing. And of course, you can get more weather mods and all kinds of stuff. It's just, you know, I thought I was doing something different, making up a virtual girlfriend, showing everybody where we lived over by my garage in an apartment complex. Here, these truckers have been, you know, guys have been playing this for God knows how long. I feel like I missed the whole boat. But I used to truck. It's one of the reasons I love this. And I would tell, let me pull in here and get some fuel. No, I don't need it. I would tell anybody that's a retired trucker, geez, get this, you know, if you're into games, get this simulator. It's just unreal. As far as I can tell by watching other people's games, every minute is a second on this game. That seems to be, you know, the timing of it. So that's why the sun goes up and comes down so quick, and 600 miles goes by in a half hour or so, a little over. I can get right out here. There's nobody in my lane. I better get my lights on. First click is your running lights, next is your headlights, and I slaved another key to my brights. Got everything kind of centrally located. Got my keys assigned, so when I let go of my left hand, because I got to use both hands to steer, when I let go of my left hand, all the keys on the bottom right of my keyboard are the ones, basically the ones I use. I mean, it's still got P for precipitation and stuff like that. And my air horn does not work. Just my Honda Civic horn works. I don't understand that. Do I have to buy air horns? It said in the key assignments that N is my air horn, but it won't work. I'm going, wow, I have to run around in this nice truck with a sissy horn. I mean, my truck had a sissy horn, my Freightliner had a sissy horn, but it also had good air horns too, you know. I mean, you could knock the feathers off a bird if you was real near you with it. It had a horn on the steering wheel too, it's 99 Freightliner. I even saw mods for Freightliners, because my game only has Kenworths and Peterbilts, you know, the most popular ones. I've driven Volvos and about a little bit of everything. But man, would I like to get a truck just like mine, a 99 Freightliner. Ooh, that would be cool. Chicken lighted up. All that good stuff. I think when that red, your speedometer, or that your GPS speed, I think when you're going over the speed limit, it turns red. Now, I did not know that. I started noticing, why is that my speed, around my speed indicator up there, why is it red now? And all of a sudden I get a woo, 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 and a speeding offense, 500 bucks. Just shows you learn something new every day. So I know now when I'm speeding, my speed indicator will have a red box around it to show me that I'm over the speed limit, which is thank you. For now, I disabled my sleep. I don't back in, I just pull in because it, you know, I don't think people want to watch that. It takes a while. So I just talk to people and deliver my loads is basically what I do. Regale them with some real trucker stories and stuff like that. Like people stopping for rest. A lot of people don't know that truck drivers carry They keep their soda bottles and other bottles in their truck so they can pee in them without stopping. Because every time you, oh, Stockton, the Diaz brothers, Nick and Nate Diaz. How'd you like the way old Nate whooped old Conor McGregor? Boy, was I glad of that. The Diaz brothers are starting to get recognition. They've been top fighters for years. And just now getting recognition. And I heard that they lowered Nick's suspension from 5 years to 1 year, so they know now that Nate Diaz whooped McGregor, hey man, let's lower old Nick's suspension so we get him fighting and make money on him too. But you know what? Their attitudes haven't changed much. They still say the UFC is a bunch of dicks. I love them. I love the Diaz brothers, both of them. But anyway, drivers keep their empty Pepsi bottles and milk bottles or whatever so they can pee going down the highway, because every time you stop you lose at least 40 minutes. 40 minutes to an hour according to where you pull in at, how easy access to the truck stop is. There's one of them construction sites. I think they ought to put guys here or something. But anyway, that's what they do. If you're on a tight schedule, what you don't want to be doing is having to stop for something besides fuel and getting your rest. Yeah, you don't want to stop, waste 40 minutes to stop and pee, or put the, you know, right on the side of the road. You know, you can stop, take a pee aside of your truck. If you're pressed for time, pee in a bottle, save it, throw it in the garbage whenever you get where you're at. That's my advice. That's what I did. Because I drank a lot of coffee, had my coffee maker, refrigerator, stove, and everything in my truck. I could eat and drink right from my seat. Got to be an expert at that. Like we're getting off up here, let's get on over. As a general rule, these when you hire yourself out to another company as a driver, the routes aren't as long. They don't pay near as much, but they aren't as long either. There's a nice sweeping right-hand curve back onto the interstate. Hit my left turn signal. I just love that. Signals work. See it flashing on the guardrails. Yeah, I put the pedal to the metal. I don't see anything coming up on my left mirror, so I barrel right out there like I own the road. Besides that, I was hitting the grade. You want to build your speed. Downshift. I don't shift manually because I only got two hands. It takes two hands to drive this thing most of the time. I just have my thruster sitting loose in my lap, kinda. I thought about making a stabilizer platform so I could just slip it in when I got ready to play and it wouldn't move. I also tried to assign some of my thruster has a lot of keys on it, a lot of different buttons, but I can't assign any of them to the game. You know, all I can do is assign keyboard buttons. You know, I'd like to be able to assign my button, my turn signals and wipers and stuff like that up here to this joystick. But got all these buttons and all I can do is just go back, forward, right and left. It's probably the cheap thruster stick, the reason I can't do it. Well, I can't believe the money some of these guys have spent. I just watched one where the guy has 3 screens, has like a seat set up like a real truck, looks like a real truck simulator, and with 3 screens, 1 in front, 2 on the side. I go, dude, that's gotta cost $10,000. got all this stuff set up for his truck. Boy, you really love trucking. Or you're really making some money. I don't know how you make money doing this. I've been on YouTube for years. I've never figured out how do you make money. Well, you get them, you make it by subscribers, I guess. I don't know how, even know how it works. But if I was ever do anything and try to make money, it'd be driving this truck up and down the road making videos. People don't know how hard that is either. Oh, see, it was sitting right there in the red, and I'm looking right at it when I'm talking. And, come on. There. I have no clue how to do that stuff. But if I was ever to be inspired to try to make money, it'd be on this trucking video. I've got a lot of experience with video editing and stuff like that, so it doesn't take me any time to, you know, add transitions and titles and screenshots and stuff like that. I just quality control is what takes all your time, because you gotta make sure your video recorded, then you gotta watch it to make sure there are no freezes or skips or bad spots in it. Then you send it over to the video editor, and of course you edit it and all that. You gotta watch it again to make sure the video editor's got everything you wanted on it. Another couple hours. And then you gotta render it into you know, a video file that YouTube uses. I use a Windows media file. Then after you get it rendered, you gotta download it, and these take sometimes 2 hours to download on the YouTube. Then you gotta wait for that, and then you gotta go to your YouTube channel and watch it for the first time to make sure that everything is okay and everything, you know. I caught one the other day that actually froze up about halfway through. It was a good video. I don't know if my Corral Studio editor screwed it up or Bandicam screwed it up, but at one time it was not froze up. But somewhere during the editing and the downloading, it froze up halfway through. So I had to trash half of it and apologize to everybody, because I had already said, well, I'm just going to split it in two and have a part one, part two, because I thought that was the problem. It was too long. But that wasn't the problem. So I redid that, re-edited it, and tried to download it in two parts. It took about 4 hours between them, the two parts, and it was still froze. So I wasted a whole day on one video. So people think you can just bing bang, thank you ma'am, with these videos. You don't understand. A lot of work and a lot of time go into these, especially if you're trying to quality control it. Trying to be entertaining, and you know, sometimes you make a stupid mistake and you got to put an explanation on the screen. You got to, you know, add an explanation across the video. It's just a lot of stuff you have to know. I've been downloading videos for years, editing them, and now that I bought this Bandicam to capture videos, you know, gaming videos, and I finally had to buy Corral Studio 9 because my Studio 5 quit working. Windows no longer supports it. You know, I asked them what the hell's going on here after I had spent 3 hours trying to troubleshoot it and see what the hell was going on with it. When I finally contacted them, they said, well, okay, Corral Studio 5 is no longer supported because Windows downloaded some upgrades they're not compatible with. And I said, well, thank you for telling me, saving me 5 hours trying to troubleshoot the stupid app. And I had bought that one too. This one I bought, they said, we guarantee you it won't exam you for 2 years. You know, they won't be obsolete for 2 years. I go, yeah, I'll hold my breath on that too. Because the internet is all about making everything obsolete, so you have to keep buying stuff. That's just how it works. That's why you have to get Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 9, Windows 10, because eventually if you don't upgrade, your computer doesn't work on the internet. You can save it and use it for typing, printing out letters, but that's about all it's good for anymore. Am I cynical? No. I'm realistic. I've been doing this since the early 90s. I know what's going on. But I've had about everything you can think of done to me by the computer industry. Sometimes more than one. I started learning programming back in like 75. And all it is learning all your arithmetic all over again using on switches and off switches. Start off with your addition and subtraction. Pretty soon you're up into decimals and fractions. Learning how to do arithmetic all over again in a different language. And it wasn't that hard for me. And of course, while you're paying this online course, they send you pieces of a computer, and by the time the course is over, you have put yourself together a computer. But I decided about halfway through the course, you know, I liked the course, that I was not a programmer. I do not have that kind of patience. So I tried to get out of it. Boy, did they harass me for a couple of years. I said, look here, just knock it off. You're not going to get blood out of a turnip. You're wasting a lot of time here. Just leave me alone. You know, I didn't know I didn't want to be a programmer until I started learning how to program. And I had a game called Thunderstrike, and they said on there it took 20 people 4 or 5 years, day and, you know, 3 shifts to actually program this game. And I went, oh my God. I could just see myself with, you know, tape on my glasses and pocket protectors, and all my friends wondered what happened to me because I became a programming hermit. All my gals would go, what the hell happened to you? Well, I fell in love with my computer. I don't have time for you no more. I don't know what accent that was. Just accent you do on the road while you're driving along for hour after hour. You're speaking in Cockney and you're speaking in Australian, mate. You're speaking in French. You're speaking Chinese. Cantonese. Yeah, I've spoken about every language rolling down the street just to entertain myself. Truck drivers is a crazy bunch. But I drove it long enough that when I started recognizing skid marks on the highway in a 2,000-mile stretch, and I knew where I was by the skid mark, I knew I didn't have a life, and it was time for me to get off the road. Things worked out, you know. It just so happens that my mother needed me at that time that I was ready to get off the road. She got sick with cancer. I was the only single child, so, you know, I took care of her until she died. Yeah, it was a sad time. It was a good time, but a sad time, you know. And as far as getting to know my mom a lot better, leading her to Jesus Christ before she died, or God led her to him. He just used me to say a few words, and then he led her to his son. So I got to feel real good about where my mom was going when she did pass. I'm not religious. Religion is a man-made institution. I am not religious, but I am about to miss my turn. Don't like religions. They're idiotic, and the people are idiotic. I'm an elected, chosen, predestined son of God. That's who I am. I don't hold any apologies to anybody for it. Because every man, let God be true and every man a liar. And I've rarely met a preacher yet that doesn't have false doctrine in it. The only person that knew all the truth was God. I don't know how I did that. I got all gnarled up here talking. I backed into that truck, so. Let me get in 5. Now let me get in 7. Now I can't see how close I am. Oh, this joystick. I think I'm around it. Let me get back in my front view. Oh, that was silly. Oh, yeah, embarrassed myself again. Glad none of you knew me when I was trucking, so you can't pick on me, so you don't know my real name. These are a lot more forgiving than a real truck. So I was probably one of the most careful drivers you know. The guy that taught me, he said, "You're the only driver that I've ever been with that I will get in the sleeper and sleep while you're driving. I've never done that with another driver in my life." And he'd been driving for 21 years when he taught me, when I teamed with him. He said, "You're the only driver I've ever driven with that I'll actually get back and go to sleep in the sleeper and let you drive." Because he knew how careful I was, you know. Very conscientious. So I knew I was driving 59,000 pounds of rolling thunder. And I've seen wrecks. I tell you what they do to cars and four-wheelers. It's not a pretty sight. Yep. Had a lot of fun on the road with that guy. He was the same age as me. He'd just been driving for years, you know. I can see my turn-offs, drop-offs right up here, because that white flashing circle. Luckily, it's right. Yeah, I got fuel. I got fuel left, so I ain't gonna bother about gassing his truck up. That's pretty selfish, isn't it? I just love all these buildings and all this stuff. Turn off my brights. Let's see, yeah, we're just coasting through town, looking around. It's like a little one-horse town somewhere. Hey, that's a nice looking bus. That's new. I haven't seen that before. Maybe they have added new vehicles since I've been playing. So this is where I'm going. Yo, Gallon. Of course, everybody knows that floaty green thing is where you gotta go bump into it to drop your load. Yeah, I don't mess around. When I first got on this, I don't mess around backing in. I just pull in, get that little bit of money, because I wanted to build up a big coin. Build up a big coin, you know, that's what I wanted. So I could upgrade my truck. What do we got here? Yeah, I'm just pulling her in. I think this one's right straight ahead. Yeah, it is. So it's basically just pulling straight ahead into that marker up there. I don't care what you're saying. Yeah, you probably can't back. Well, no. Yeah, I can back. I just don't want to. videos, other guys, you want to see somebody back, and go watch one of their videos. I'm in this to make money as quick as I can. So when I start getting low on coin, I hire myself out. Here we go. I'm gonna drop my load and see my stats. Satisfactory, why you ain't damaged. $1,000. I'm still an entrepreneur, level 17, but I'm coming up on 18. Ain't that something? Why is my truck blue? And why is it red now? My cut and picking truck is purple. I deliberately painted it purple. Put chicken lights everywhere on it. Why isn't this, let me see something. Why isn't it letting me take a load? I have my own equipment. Big Tree Entrepreneur. I don't want to purchase a truck. I think I did something. And I got myself in a fix here. Well, I'm not the top guy anymore. Reno. What does that do in there? I don't want that to be there. How do I get rid of that? I didn't want to do that either. What the heck? How did I switch my garage? See, I upgraded to a garage and I was messing around thinking about buying another truck, and I think I took myself out of my truck, put him in it. Why, you dirty rat. That's what I want. See, I'm Big Chief, and I'm still in Reno. I tried to switch my town. I don't want to be in Reno anymore. There's my truck. I must have accidentally found a way to switch it back. Well, this is Big Chief. Hope you enjoyed my videos. If you like, share and subscribe and comment. Tell me how dumb I am or whatever. And I'll catch you on the rebound. Remember, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down, and what goes around comes back around. This is Big Chief signing off. Till next time, goodbye.